it's working.
Doing a whirly thing. You're live. It says you're live.
Oh, I'm live! Amazing. Good morning. Welcome to Natasha Makes. I have no idea what day it is. None. Zero, zilch, not a clue.
That period just after Christmas where you're full of cheese and just generally really confused.
Yes.
That's where we are now.
Yes.
And then there's another bank holiday weekend coming and we just
all of that.
Don't know what our own names are.
We don't.
No.
I did see a little skit. There's a mum that does quite a funny little thing on Facebook where she does like the therapist and you should do this with your children and try and do this, and then the reality of what actually happens. And she was saying, I don't seem to be getting anything done. It's like, it's May, 3 bank holidays, school's off because of strikes and half term. If you are a mum, good luck getting anything done at all. Anything.
Yeah. Anything.
Just anything. Apart from potentially tearing your hair out.
Yeah. Don't need to be doing that.
No. So good morning. What landed yesterday? Well, actually over the bank holiday weekend. You have to excuse, I'm a little bit behind with my Makes Day. Jane's just finishing a bit of it off for me for the simple reason that I knew that this was here, but the delivery man left it with another business. And they shut over the bank holiday. So I arrived on Saturday to pick up my fabric and it was with a business that was shut. So that was fun.
I'd come in on Friday.
To get it.
To get it in.
Yeah.
No, not here.
So yeah, hence why it's a little bit lastminute.com.
Yes.
But we're getting there. But I can show you these beautiful fabrics. I'm just wafting my pen about. I've been using my my water pen today. And I've just run out of water, so I'm going to have to ask somebody to get me a cup of water so that I can reload it. Right. Tula pink is the thing today. What we've done, we have loaded half the bolt cut to order. Oh, look, Wiz is coming with a cup of something. Oh, cup of tea. Thanks,
Cup of
Wiz.
magic, that's what that is.
Can I have a cup of water as well?
She's doing this sideways crab walk.
She's shimmying in. She's got... So Izzy comes in because she's 18 and fabulous.
Duck under 19.
19 and
duck
fabulous.
under the camera.
She comes in with like these little crop tops that, I mean...
I tell her off and say she needs some more warmth around her kidneys.
That's we go all mumsy on her, and then clearly she then has to wear one of our big coats because she's cold. Yes. I'm like, well, okay.
Have some woolens around your essentials. And that
exactly. Oh gosh, yeah. No, thanks, Liz. This is lovely.
How to find out you're old?
Yeah, but you know what? The look is clearly working for her because she was walking Mabel yesterday and some random man on the industrial estate gave her his number. Like, call me. When did that last happen for you? She's just grinning. It's true though, isn't it, Wiz? Yes! She says yes! She said, I didn't know how to get away.
Scared me quite
so
a
you
bit.
Just say that you have a dragon of a boss who will be very cross that you're not back yet.
Exactly. I didn't want to be rude. Yeah, well, just tell him that we're awful.
We don't mind being awful, do we, Jem?
No. Not for a good
don't.
Cause.
Should we say hello to everybody?
Yeah, great.
Did you have a good bank holiday weekend? It was your anniversary
weekend.
It was
my anniversary yesterday, and we spent the weekend in a field in the mud.
Good.
In our little caravan.
Oh.
Yeah, it's lovely, thank you.
This is excellent
Did a
news.
bit of stitching.
Good.
Tilly Rose stitching.
Oh, well, yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
I've just got to find us. Bear with. We'll just keep talking about your caravan. Have you got everyone?
Yeah.
Have you?
Would you like to know what they have to say? Shall I look at YouTube
Always like
first?
to know what everyone's got to say.
Check that actually.
YouTubers. Good morning, YouTubers.
Yes, good morning, YouTube.
Well, I found us. Here we are.
Oh, good. You go ahead then.
I've got Claire and Elaine. Good morning, and Sharon who says morning all. Claire says morning everyone. Lovely and sunny here in East Yorkshire. It's quite sunny here actually. Sunrise was pretty impressive this morning. Morning Julia. Morning peeps. Morning Natasha, Gemma, and everyone says Donna. Good morning. Sylv, I'm still laughing from your email.
Yes,
it was brilliant.
We've all had a good chuckle at your email. Fabulous.
You know how people email how they speak?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Exactly that.
And we can just hear you, and it's just perfect. It did make me laugh.
Brilliant.
She says, morning, lovely peeps. Oh, oops, soz, didn't mean to shout. Shh.
No. Yeah. We don't mind shouting when it's manners.
Morning, Pam. She says, morning, lovely ladies. And Ginny says, morning all. Jane says, morning, lovely ladies. And Ginny Mackey, we've got many Ginnies. Good morning, all of the Makes family. On Monday morning at 3 a.m, I spotted a beautiful hedgehog in the garden. Aww. Later that day, when asked what wonderful May Day visitor we had, my little granddaughter suggested Natasha Makes.
Nice.
Oh, Ginny Twins' 48th wedding anniversary today. 48 years.
Crikey,
Good
Bobs.
grief. Morning, Lo. Now, you see, Lo hasn't been with us very much because she's on granny duties.
Yes.
Are you granny, nonna, nana? There are so many variants, aren't there?
There are.
But basically, fabulous with the most beautiful granddaughter you've seen. Morning, Rebecca and Becky, and Vanessa, good morning, and Leslie, hello. And Derek Marks, are you not on a cruise somewhere, sir? He's generally off cruising places now.
Wonderful.
I know.
Good
And
morning
that's
to you.
a job,
Oh,
actual job.
people say we don't have a proper job, Tash, but come on.
Nonna.
That's amazing.
Oh, hang on, why has Jeff been poorly? Lo, we need to catch up. Is he all right now? Oh gosh, no, we don't need
like
that.
that.
We do not want poorly in our lives.
We do not.
Gemma, I've got a lot to show everybody
Yes.
today.
Well, I think what we do want in our lives is what you've got to show us. That's what we do want in our lives.
Yeah, we don't want poorly,
No.
but we do want a lot of this. Now, I've got brand new Tula, but I have got a handful. I know you guys have gone absolutely crazy for the Lisa Chandler half bolt sale.
You have.
Yeah.
It's true.
They make fabulous quilt backings, and when we put a discount on, perfect. So let me show you some of the ones that we have got on that incredible saving. So should be £76 and 41p. However, £59.99. It's a big chunky discount.
Big old chunk off. Isn't it?
Because we don't have to cut it apart from one cut.
Yeah.
So
Very
you know,
little processing for us.
yeah. So we have got the green gold fans. We have got the cream and gold fans. And just imagine having. Do you know what, Gemma? Actually, this would have looked lovely on the back of your quilt.
Oh, it would.
I know you went for bumbleberries in the end.
I did, yeah.
But she did. She's got a very, very beautiful quilt. One of the ones that we had. But actually, the fans in red
Yes.
would have been
It would.
gorgeous. It's a dark red. It is, isn't it? Yeah, dark red. And these are just so beautiful. A standalone. We've made bags out of these and they've been gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. But otherwise, if you want them for backing your quilts, or you just want a chunk for dressmaking, could you imagine a kimono like that?
Amazing.
You'd get that out of 4.5 metres, wouldn't you? Yeah. Because that's what we're talking about, peeps. 4.5 metres. So enough for dressmaking. Hooray! And then the other ones, and these are just end of collections. These ones. So you've got your green, do.
Oh no, I was going green grass of home.
I know. And then there's another really annoying make. This is your green gum leaves. There's no song called green gum leaves. We'll have to make one up.
Yeah, I think so.
We can do that.
If we were going to do it, if anyone was going to do it, it'd be us.
Right. We decided the other day we'd quite like to do a radio show.
Yeah.
Just a little chat show.
And it's mostly so we don't have to put our faces on.
Yeah.
Which is what I've got. This is how
Green
I am
and black.
this morning.
I know.
Great.
Green and black, no chocolate. This is guilt-free, calorie-free. Green and black.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And then this one is the wrong way around. Is oh, this is the olive and taupe. I love that one.
Nice.
And then this is your Hampton stripe. This is what started everything off. Do you remember having the Hampton
do.
stripe? And we have got gold and cream and ivory. There's a lot of texture in that. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So if you would like any of those, I've only got like a couple of those, by the way. So it's first come, first served on this fabulous situation. Right, let's talk Tula, shall we?
Yes.
So you can either get these cut to order by the half metre, or I did a thing, didn't I, Gemma, where I went, let's do them as half metre heavens.
You
Early,
did.
but half metre heaven prices. So you know the deal. You're getting a cracking deal at insane prices, because that's what we like to do here, where you get your half metre and then your corresponding half metre of plain. There it is with that blue. I'm just enjoying the little paw prints down the side on the selvage. This is called All Ears.
Love the names. No one does names like Tula. No one.
Fact.
It is a fact.
It is a fact, but look, she does these beautiful, beautiful florals, and then you have the elephant, and he's got florals in him as well. Just stunning. So here was the thing, right? I knew I was going to have to create something today that that was big scale, because I want to see this chunky boy.
Yeah.
I've given you two options with the pink because I couldn't decide. Gemma and I were sat there last night. I was going, do you think this pink or this pink?
Yeah.
And we couldn't decide because there's
No.
both those. There are both pinks in there because you've
They're
got that
both
pink
right.
kind of in the flower, and then you've got this pink on the elephant. So we've just done half and half. So we've got a quarter of a bolt in this one, quarter of a bolt in this one, and then half the bolt cut to order.
Yes.
Gosh.
Correct, Natasha.
Wow.
Well done.
So much housekeeping. He is rather fabulous though. Let's be honest.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
These fabrics are just, there are certain fabrics that make you a bit speechless.
Oh, it's these. It's these.
It's the level of detail as well.
Oh, but this one. Good hair day. I'd love a good hair day.
Anytime.
Anytime.
One.
Yeah, just the one. I mean, I'm not fussy. I take that. Do you know what? I've noticed it always rains the day that I get my hair cut.
Mm.
The one day it looks nice.
Yeah.
And then I step outside and it just goes fuzzy and I'm like, oh, thanks. Why did I pay for the blow dry? Don't know.
Don't know why I did that.
Yeah, look at this. Good hair day. I think so. I think that's salmon.
It is.
Yeah.
It actually is.
Mm. But look at his paw prints down here. Did you know, going back to the elephant prints down the side of the elephant, they're not paws, are they? Hoofy prints down there. You can tell an elephant's age by its footprints.
Wow.
Do you know how I know that?
Go on.
Thanks to Tim with a gun on a walking safari that I did in Namibia.
Of course. Casually.
And it was fabulous. So we went out with Tim and he was armed in case, you know, any animals went crazy. And but it was amazing because normally, right, let's just appreciate him for a moment here because he is rather fabulous. Normally you would go and you just sit in a car and in a jeep and you go round in the jeep. But with this one, because you're on foot, you get to see like the little grubs that in the sand make little traps by making cone shapes in the sand so that things fall in and then they can eat them. It's so clever. And you get to see dung beetles and all the exciting stuff. And they can smell poo from a long way away and they just come flying in. But you then get to see the elephant footprints and it's all the wrinkles and everything on the elephant's feet can give you an idea of how old it is.
That's amazing. Do you know, it always gets me, you saying about the little tiny bugs and the traps they've made in the sand and
It's
stuff.
amazing.
Just something so tiny, seeing the detail of what's going on there.
So that was probably one of the highlights. That and Victoria Falls. I went many, many years ago when there was rather a lot of political unrest and the all of the UK journalists had been thrown out the night before that we went.
It's just typical you, that is.
I know. And we did debate whether or not it would be safe and then we thought, we'll give it a go anyway. So we snuck in on the school bus with all the kids. It was great. There was nobody there. We borrowed a couple of polo ponies.
There was nobody there.
Nobody there. It's just nobody there. Nothing like a bit of political unrest to affect the tourism and give you a lovely day with no other tourists to battle around with.
What are you like?
Look at this one. Gemma, I've forgotten this one's name. Neck for Days.
Yes.
But it was phenomenal. So yeah, Anna, my friend Anna and I, we borrowed a couple of polo ponies and just went for a lovely ride along the river by Victoria Falls.
Amazing, isn't it?
And then we thought that's really nice. And then we turned the corner and there was the rest of Victoria Falls and we're like, whoa! And then these blue bottom monkeys stole everything out of our bags.
Oh, I remember that bit of the story.
Yeah. They had bright blue bottoms. We were too busy giggling and trying to take photos and turned around and then nicked everything out of Anna's backpack. Look at these little feet down there. I'm loving these salvages. I'd be getting this just for the salvage.
Oh, they're beautiful, aren't they?
Aren't they gorgeous? Just fabulous. Your daughter will want that. I'm pretty sure that you're going to have to make something for your daughter with this, aren't you?
Yes.
Because not only does it have green, but it also has giraffes.
Correct.
Gemma's daughter, Megan, has the most elegant neck of any child I've ever seen. She just looks like this elegant giraffe. And then eyelashes like a giraffe, basically.
So true.
Now look at this. Gemma, Here are, look at the sandwiches. My hippos don't lie.
Everyone sets you off with a song, and this is no exception.
It's just brilliant. I think we'd get on with Tula.
Yes, for sure. For sure.
She could be part of our tribe.
She could.
For sure.
Definitely.
Watch live page on the website. It still says Textile Tuesday, and I can't see any of today's products.
Oh gosh, they don't miss a trick, do they? Eh?
I know, Rebecca's on it. She wants it.
That tapping noise. That tapping noise. That's me. That is.
Okay. Ginny says that you must not drive over elephant poo.
Oh.
And as you might get a puncture due to the large long thorns in it.
Oh.
Yeah. And your mother is just laughing because she says that we know your family too well. I know your family too well. There we go. So that's my hippos don't lie. Oh gosh, is that one in glow and the other's in dusk or something?
No, hang on.
They've got funny old names.
I'm trying to do the page
I know, you're trying to do everything, aren't you?
All the things.
All the things in all the world.
What's all going on?
It will all get loaded eventually.
Yeah, it's literally just pressing the last buttons. Bear with.
Hippos don't lie again. And this time with the spearmint. There you go. Have a little look at that. Morning, Debbie! Oh, Sue said, we have many holidays all over Africa. However, we seem to get caught up in so many civil wars. I think we're in danger of being investigated by MI6. I mean, Sue, these things happen. Yeah.
So envious. I'd love to do this. This sounds amazing.
Yeah. Ginny was told this in Africa this year. Oh, my sister-in-law's watching. I'm just going to say, Izzy, your dress looked amazing. My brother and Izzy had their first child-free night since William was born.
Aww.
I know. I don't know where you went. I haven't spoken to my brother in a while. But they both looked very, very smart. Izzy had a beautiful sparkly thing on and looked very, very beautiful.
Well, that's what we like.
Here's to child-free evenings. Because little William Walter is over a year now.
He is. Yeah. Little sparkliness doesn't do anyone any harm, does it?
No, love a bit of sparkle. Now, we are going to make a cool bag today.
Yeah.
Because I went to the beach at the weekend. This is why I drive up and down. Because I went to the beach, Bank Holiday Monday. It was empty. I mean, like, empty. Just empty. It was amazing. We just had acres and acres of sand.
You put up, we're like, what's going on here?
Oh, it was just stunning. Absolutely stunning. Because everyone went home on the bank holiday. They go home on the Monday. So it's the perfect time to go because everyone's packing up and going. So we went. And it was, we sat in the dunes for a bit because it was warmer in the dunes. And then, obviously, the kids stripped off and went in the water. Crazy. Then realised it was quite cold and I had to trek back to the car to go and get their wetsuits to warm them up. And then they went back in their wetsuits. It's all good. Honest. And then Emily berated me for not bringing my wetsuit as well, which I did. I just couldn't carry everybody's wetsuits and all of that because they've all got their toweling robes and everything for drying off.
They have.
Brilliant. I couldn't carry everybody's.
You needed a trolley.
All the stuff. I've got a trolley, but I had 3 dogs with me and I couldn't fit the trolley and the dogs and everything else in the car. I actually need a van, is what I've decided.
You need a lorry.
Or a trailer,
Natasha.
or
the
roof
lorry.
racks. I've actually discovered that you can actually get inflatable roof racks.
Oh.
Which sounds like the thing for me.
Inflatable?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll reserve judgment on that one.
It's for where you put your paddle boards and stuff on it.
Okay.
You're not impressed, are you?
Anything inflatable.
So it fits any car?
Yeah, but you'll be tashing it. So.
Which may not be tashing it.
Well, you know. When you go everything like a... When you go into everything like a bullet at a gate.
Here we go. Yes, Gemma.
As you do go at everything like a bullet at a gate, I
efficiently
do worry,
and with speed.
Yeah, I do worry about how these inflatable items might cope with your.
Yeah, but it clearly won't be me that puts it on the roof, will it?
Okay, well that's all right then.
I'm not qualified to do such things.
No, good. Okay, well
that's
on
a
that
boy job.
Understanding then.
It's clearly a boy job. I'm not doing that. No, gosh no.
She says this. She does all the boy jobs in all the world. She's there with a utility belt and all her power tools. There's very few things that make Natasha a girl, in actual fact. She's brilliantly...
A couple of things, to be fair.
You are brilliantly capable.
I still have my utility belt from when I was the face of an international drainage company. Some people get L'Oreal, I get drainage. Do you know what I've got back in stock? It's a whole other story, that is. And that is these little buttes, the rainbow sewing machine zip pulls.
Very nice. They went in milliseconds last time, did they not?
They did. Do you know what? My utility belt is not in pink. Sue just asked if it was in pink. No. It's in like a tan coloured suede. It's proper, because I did all the filming with it. In fact, the front of all of the training videos that I did for them, I know more about drainage than anybody should. Really, I do. It's very boring.
That's okay. Everyone's got to have their niche.
Do you know it was a jolly good fun job, that?
Good.
Really good job. I got taken all
Lovely
over
job.
the place. I think Cyprus was one of the highlights for a week, to play mini golf and talk to builders. All right then. I'll do that.
Get out.
Why not? Okay, this is Pirate Skulls in red with Hawaiian. So these are the half meter heavens that are going to go live tonight at midnight.
The Tula ones?
Yes.
You can get them now.
Oh, the two, yeah, no, these ones are, yeah. But these ones
no.
tonight. Now, I've only got one of these. This is your Moda Reigns in denim. This is a linen, a Mucci linen. Okay, so just so that you know, perfect for bag making. But I've only got one. I've got more of, these look like sand dunes to me. They're fabulous. And we've made all sorts of duffel bags. In fact, when I plough up and down the motorway, it is my duffel bag out of these fabrics that I take with me.
Very good.
I love it. You know, we did that duffel bag show. Mm-hmm. Love it. And I've got some in the pink as well. And then that's it. They've gone. They should have been a lot more than we're doing. So these are on a really special price because these came in more expensive because they are Mucci linen. Siren Spell. Look at this. So this is a Lewis and Irene affair.
It is.
But look, you've got all your sirens and some whales. So we've picked out the colour of the whale so that you two can have a whale at a time. Yep.
I knew that was coming.
I am nothing if not boring and predictable.
Oh, shush you.
And now, we've never half metered the Yukata Metallics, have we?
Nope.
No, but here you go. Do you know what, Gemma? There is an argument for you to bind your new quilt in a Mataka, in a...
You say this, I have got some lined up as a possibility and I can't decide between that and a plain black. There.
You know.
I had this conversation with Jane yesterday, just yesterday.
Yeah, but Jane wanted you to have a plain. She said it'd be too much to have, but you had it quilted in a gold. So it depends how decadent you're going to go.
Yeah.
This is the Lewis and Iron Puffins on Rocks in light blue. I've got 3 of these left and that's it. That I'm puffined out then. And it's going with the pink.
Out of puff.
Out of puff. Out of puff. All right, Jeff. Your own jokes.
Oh, there we go. Fork, stick one in me. I'm done for the day. That was it. My input's done.
Gemma has peaked, everybody. Puffins on warm grey. I love the fact that puffins burrow into rocks and they just live in little burrows. Wish I could live in a burrow sometimes.
Oh, I'd be lush.
Yeah. Right.
Collection's up, everybody.
Well
Just
done.
saying.
You can start buying stuff now.
Yeah, well, they've already have. Some of them.
Okay.
They know. They tap.
They know. They know. Hi, Polly. Hi, Joy. Hi,
find
Karen.
all the
Hi,
things.
Rona. Oh, Rona's late to the party. That's right.
all right.
Izzy went for a friend's 40th birthday bash. Well, you looked fabulous, darling. Sue can't breathe.
Oh, that's not okay.
I think she's laughing.
Oh, well, that's okay.
I'm going to go, it's laughter,
Yeah.
not just like, could someone send help because I can't breathe?
No,
'Cause
that's
I don't actually know.
That's because we're hilarious.
So when Gemma couldn't sleep the other night, she found these greeting cards. And there's just a picture of 2 women that look a lot like us, to be fair. And what does it say on it, Gemma?
They're sort of bent over double laughing, and it just says underneath, we're hilarious.
It's basically just you and me. That's it. That
Thinking we're hilarious.
Nobody else need find it, but we do. Sylv just says, so glad there are some things where Tash still qualifies as a girl. Guys, come on. You're encouraging them. Stop it.
False babe.
Stop it immediately. Right.
Oh dear.
We're going to make... Right, what? Oh Oh, do you know what else is available immediately?
What's that job thing I'm doing? Hang on. Listen to you.
Already half metered in the Heaven department, and I don't know why I've still got a couple of these left. Jem, can you make sure that these are actually loaded? Because we've still got like 2 or 3 of these on the shelf.
Oh, that's not acceptable.
This is a Tula pink one, and they're all little tiny circles, but it's rather fabulous. Look at that. And this is already on the half meter. Oh, it's got. Now this was from the Parisville collection, where she had all the ships in her hair.
Yes.
Do you remember that one?
Yes.
And that's why it's got little rats down the side, which I don't like the rats. I won't look at that. But there we go. Oh, I love that. And of course it works because you've got all the same colourways. Look at that. See? Works. There we go. I know somebody was asking yesterday if there was a purple to go with one of them. We've put the purple with the elephants, giraffes. Even I do know my animals. Yeah. But if you want us to pick out a different purple for you, then you can always message in, and we'll do that. Now, Gemma, because we are making a cool bag.
Not just any old bag.
It's a cool bag.
A cool bag.
Yeah, because what we do is we stop off at the baker's on the way down, and they have a lovely big salad bar.
Ooh.
So I get big bowls of salad, but then they need to be kept cool.
Yes.
Ask me how I know.
Yeah, it's not sweaty salads and not a thing you want in your life.
My prawns did not taste quite as they should.
Oh no!
No,
Definitely don't want a sweaty prawn.
I know.
No.
So
No one needs a sweaty prawn.
This idea was born off the back of a sweaty prawn. Gemma always makes me write a little bit about each bag that I make, but at no point did I say, I came up with this fabulous idea because of a sweaty prawn.
No, you didn't put that in the copy.
I didn't put that in.
Thankfully.
No, but it's not too late.
Thankfully. Luckily I vet these things.
Nobody wants a sweaty prawn.
No.
But I did think that, because when you go to the supermarket as well, like it or not, we're getting into the summer where our cars get warm, and you don't want your ice cream melting.
No. No, you don't.
No.
Nope.
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 Nope. Nope. Nope. Nope. So, I thought my turnips and the corresponding fabrics would be fabulous for this make.
Yes.
Yeah. To the extent that we've put them as a duo, and we have taken a lot of money off them as a special for you. Why did we do that? I can't remember, but we have. Because we were clearly feeling super kind. Gemma, what one are we going to demo in today?
Oh, I don't know, Tash.
I've done hippos is what I've done the other ones in.
Shall we see what everyone else wants you to do?
Well, I feel like because we've got 2 of the elephants and 2 of the lions, I feel it should be a lion-based one.
This is my favourite thing ever, Tash. I'm really sorry to interrupt. However, on this particular occasion...
You're not sorry, are you, at all?
This is my most favourite thing ever.
What?
Sue from Lou is my favourite person in the whole wide world. Everyone else compares us to Patsy and Eddie from Ab Fab, right? Being as Patsy's really tall and fabulous and has the beehive, and Eddie's short and a bit fat and fabulous and curly hair and slightly ridiculous.
Right.
Sue from Lou doesn't have us as that. She has us as Miranda and Stevie. Which is brilliant! Because that's definitely making you Miranda.
She's clearly seen me
even
run.
have the shop.
Oh, amazing. Amazing.
Now I'm going to make Natasha gallop after the show. See if she can do Miranda gallop. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sue. Thank you very much.
Sue from New was my friend.
Oh, she might now.
Miranda.
Oh, dear. Claire just says lion.
I'm going for a lion. Yeah. I'm just going to cut myself.
Oh, you're in a turquoisey mood for sure, aren't you?
Well, it's my...
Yeah.
It's Natasha makes colours, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Let's be honest about this.
Oh.
You right there? You right there, dear?
Oh, dear.
So I'm going to cut off my selvages to start off with, and then cut myself a nice little slice there.
Tash, we haven't spoken to our YouTubers this morning.
Well, we did say good morning, YouTubers. We did sort of
Cynthia
say.
says, greetings. Tula pink is always a fun fabric.
Yeah.
Leslie says, good morning, ladies.
Morning.
Gemma, can you share where you've put the video you took of Jane doing her free motion embroidery yesterday, please?
Did you keep it a secret?
I've shared that across to you guys, so it'll go out on social at some point. We'll make.
Oh, have I got to put that up?
Either you or SJ.
Okay, cool.
And Brenda says, it's okay, Tash. My youngest girl's a complete petrol head. She'd rather look at a tool catalogue than an Avon one. That's Tash too. That is you, isn't it?
Even my boyfriend laughs at how many gadgets I've got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does love a good power tool. You do. I saw the cordless glue gun the other week. I've seen a nail gun the other week, and I was like, oh wow! And these are all things that you either own or aspire to own.
I am just cutting out my my bit sailor bobs as per the instructions. So, I have got quite a few chunks of fabric going on. I'm going to take off. We're going to start off weirdly by doing the straps, which haven't actually gone on the sample yet. I don't know where Jane's gone with it. Can we just ask if Jane's like?
Yeah.
How's she getting on?
Don't know. Find out. Oh, Sylph Sparkly loves Miranda and Stevie. She's laughing and clearly enjoying that comparison nearly as much as me.
It's been many, many moons since I ever watched that. Right, so
it's a little revisit.
Your cutting is only going to take a few minutes, but please do be careful with how you do it. We cut your fabric. We do a generous 20 inches. Sorry?
Amazing. It's this last bit of binding and then we'll have it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Julia says one of her birthday presents was an electric cordless chainsaw.
Amazing.
Oh my God. You, with an electric cordless chainsaw, is not something the world ever needs to see.
I don't have a chainsaw because actually they do scare me a bit, and you've got to have special trousers.
You do.
But I do have a good hedge trimmer.
You had, I remember when you were heavily pregnant, seeing you wielding a gigantic strimmer, like industrial strimmer.
Yeah, no, you've got to go for like the steel ones. They're the proper ones. And because it was a long length of drive, I had a mile long drive I had to trim.
You did.
So you can't mess about with that.
I didn't really understand why you were doing it heavily pregnant rather than anyone else, but there you go.
Well, I think that answer is evident.
Ah.
I enjoyed it.
What is she doing?
I know, but it's also I did all the hay baling when I was pregnant with Emily, and also all of the lawn cutting as well. Oh. So what I've got here, let me show you what I've got here. I just like doing it.
Yes.
That's it. You've seen my old hedges at my old house. Mm-hmm. Everyone loves a good 2-period bush.
You did have a well-trimmed bush.
I did. So these are going to be my side panels. Gemma's just laughing to herself. These are going to be my handles. And we've just got a little bit of prep before we put it all together. It's as simple as that. So these, you could do these the traditional way of folding in, then fold, but they're going to be quite skinny handles. And let's face it, if this is going to be for any kind of food, then I'm going to want some waist shaper. This stuff's great. Oh no, what now?
No, you and your waist shaper.
I do love the waist shaper.
Yes.
It's great. It really is, and it just...
I mean, sadly, putting it in your bag isn't going to make any difference to your actual waist.
No.
Because otherwise...
But it does make your handles
we'd make our
fabulous.
millions, and that would be us. We could retire.
What would you do if we retired?
No, we'd have to find some silly shenanigans to get up
The
to.
thing is, well, that's just it, isn't it? That is just it. Like, we wouldn't just sit around doing nothing.
No.
Clearly, we wouldn't.
No.
Now, you can cut these ever so slightly bigger if you want. I tend to cut them ever so slightly smaller. There we go. Because the adhesive on this is not, it's not magnificent, if I'm honest. But it does it. But it does the job.
Yes.
So you just want to the shiny side is the one that you want. And if you've got steam, great. I still need to fill up my steam thingy. I've been using my... But you see, I always forget that there's no steam in my steam iron.
No.
And then I have to turn it off and let it cool down before it let me open the chamber.
And then by then you've got distracted by something else
I've done
that's
18
shiny.
different things, yeah.
Yeah. This is what she does, you see.
There we go. I do love a shiny thing though, let's be honest.
Yeah, you do.
So then you will fold over the sides. Give them a little press if you want, but this is why it just makes it so easy, because it's got those guidelines. Brilliant. And the other side. I'm just thinking about my sister-in-law. That must have been a really posh do, because my brother had a black tie situation going on. Very swish. So you're then going to sew down, top stitch down both sides of that. Let's do that now.
Excellent.
Yeah. I'm so glad I made a little tidy. Look at me, Gemma, with the old walking foot on.
Very good. I thought I heard a familiar click-clack noise.
Well, did I mention that this is going to be a quilted?
Oh,
Quilty,
it's a
quilty
quilted
one.
cool bag. Marvellous.
Oh, it's come undone. Come
That's
on,
not what
back
you
in you
want.
go. I know. It's a bit annoying. Yeah, you see, I've got all my tools out from putting my walking foot on.
Marvellous.
This is where Jane's UX is fabulous, because you just pull down the back and
Yes.
it's suddenly amazingly...
My annexes as well.
Yeah.
Loves it, I do.
Love that. Right, we have a date for Gary, don't we?
We do.
Which is, I'm going to say the 18th.
Oh,
Would I be lying?
17th.
Oh, 17th.
Yeah.
It's the Wednesday, whichever the Wednesday is.
17th. A fortnight today.
So if you are looking for a new sewing machine at an amazing discount, because let's face it, Dukey do not discount their machines because they don't need to. The only reason that we get them discounted for you is because we get the X demo. So they will have been out of their box, possibly at a show, something like that. And that's why we get them at the prices that we do. So, but what we can't do here, because there's, we don't do like the 3 payments. Although saying that, can you do it automatically on PayPal if you want to split it over 3?
I think PayPal does offer a credit
Does it
service,
offer? Does that do it off its own back?
Yeah.
But it's not like, you know, when I'm at Create and Craft and they offer 3 flexi pays, they have to finance that themselves. And we're just too small a company to do that.
We are.
So we would ask you, we tell you in advance and just say, do you know what? If you want it, grab it. And sort yourself out a credit card or whatever it is that you need to do. If you're going for one of the more expensive machines, we have got, Gemalala, a real range of machines coming.
Yes.
We've got overlockers, we have got some of the G range, which we haven't had before, ever. But it's Dukey, so I'm happy to go with it. Now, they are our handles, done, looking fabulous. This is your insulated wadding. So you can see in there, can you see it's a little bit shiny?
Yes.
There's a metal bit in the middle. Just sew with it as you would normally. It's fine. I'm just going to put that in between there, like so. Now, if you've got a spray based, use it. It would be really handy right now. Mine is sitting on the side in Cornwall, so I'm not going to, so I'm just going to have to pin. The other thing, Gemma, that was also very useful this morning was my rubbing alcohol.
Oh, marvellous.
Because what had I gone and done? I'd used pens on the side of this, and when I was using, because sometimes if I worry if a pen is going to mark my fabric, but I want to mark the lines that I'm going to quilt, I will use my water pen.
Yes.
Which is fabulous, and I love it. And this is, there we go. So if you've not seen these, it's got a normal little nib there. You can get replacements, don't know where mine are. To refill it, you want to push that top down, pop the cylinder into the water and pull it slowly up. Well done, Jane. Thank you, Jane.
It's the most stressful sewing I've ever done.
Stressful under time constraint sewing.
Yes.
Yes, soz about that,
3
Jane.
days.
Jane does not like sewing under pressure. And then your 45-degree angle on your ruler there, and I just sort of start. But you see, because I had pen on there, it was making a mark. I don't know if you can see. There we go. It's just starting to make a little mark on there. But it just means that you know you're not going to be marking your fabric. Or you can use one of our other fabulous pens. It's up to you. I've just got to add the handles on now, haven't I?
Yes.
To Jane's make.
Yes, you have.
I say Jane's make.
Well, your collaborative make with Jane.
Yeah, I started it, she finished. So then you've got your lines there.
These lines are just stunning, aren't they?
I just adore it
Oh.
so very, very much. Maybella, hello.
No, she snuck in with Jane,
She
and
did
I
sneak.
waved at her. She got under the desk and started licking my foot. There we go.
You know
good
when you
girl.
dashed out to get something the other week and there were suddenly rustlings again under the desk. It's like, what is it? It's like having, we don't keep, we don't keep the fabrics on the floor, so it's fine. It's like having, do you remember the British Empire?
Mm-hmm.
And that woman that kept, it was Carol in reception, wasn't it?
Yes, kept the baby in the drawer.
Yeah. We have Mabel under the...
Yeah. Yep.
Right, so
Fabulous.
we now quilt on those lines.
Natasha, we have other
I've
fans of the power tool, you know.
I've elongated my
Oh, yeah.
stitch, by the way.
Oh, good. Yeah, we have other fans of the power tool. Many, many fans of a power tool. These are definitely your tribe.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but you know this, because every time I get any sort of gadget or pen or anything like that, you lot are all over it. We know this. We know that you are good uns.
Yeah. Sylv loves her cordless drill. Rona says that she loves a good tool. She's bought drill bits for her cordless hammer drill.
Well done.
Lots of jobs to do with it this weekend, and she just can't wait.
Yay!
Sue Langford loves the waist shaper. She says, unfortunately, the only use she has for it is bag making, as there is nothing in the world strong enough for her waist. I know that feeling too. And Leslie says, my daughter didn't know she was pregnant until she was 7 months gone. She works at a horse riding stables for the disabled and was still moving hay, feed, water, as well as mucking out and riding when she found out.
7 months, that does not give you much time to prep.
It's not a lot of.
It
it's not a lot of
really
time to
does
get
not give you
used in
much
your
time.
Brain, is it? You know.
No. I carried on. I was 7 months when I stopped working at the yard that I was working at. Just because I got stuck in the saddle. I ride Western, and I'll do it this time in a pen so you can see. Yeah, I ride Western, and I got stuck in the saddle. I couldn't get my belly past the horn. If that makes any kind of sense.
We're all horsey people. I heard the story, so I understand it. Cynthia says, I've got a water pen and I use it to wet difficult seams that don't want to stay pressed flat. It works great.
Well, do you know what? It's that, and also if you've used something like this, which is a water erasable pen, you can then go and erase it without having to wet the whole thing.
Which is rather fabulous.
Yeah. So yeah, it's always best to pin these things, clearly, and spray based as well.
Yes,
if you
but
get the
Tasha's
opportunity.
demoing and does not have lots of time.
But yeah, that will give you the best effect. Sue from Lou, what is the weather doing?
Oh, it's always good to know on your day of
I need to know because
departure.
obviously I am driving back today.
But local weather services, since she lovely Sue from Lou.
I'd like to know.
When's the creperie opening?
Oh, the creperie?
Yes.
I don't know actually. I haven't spoken to her.
Oh, it's not good enough, Natasha.
I know. I'm sorry about that. Okay. You will do this beautifully. If you need to just trim a little bit back, then you can. There we go.
We need to know about the creperie because I feel this needs to be a makes outing.
Yes. You could well be very, very right. Where is my rotary cutter? There it is. Right in front of me. Trim that a bit off there. Right, so here we are. If you are wondering what we are making, then I can actually now show you. I've got to put the handles on. But a lovely big bag, and I've just got to put the handles on in just a second. But you see there, look at that.
A cool bag.
Yeah, cool bag. And it will be by the time that I've then put the handles on there. And then
Natasha,
you can carry
this
it.
requires how much fabric?
Half metre of each.
So a half metre heaven.
Yeah.
And
It requires a half
binding.
metre heaven and some binding. So if you want to buy some extra plain fabric so that you can
Make some straight binding.
Yeah. then you can do that. But it is just straight binding
Or you could use bias tape.
that you require. I'm just
Yeah,
going to
bias
stick that
binding.
in there for now so that we know what it's going to look like.
Fabulous.
And we'll add that on in just a minute.
Natasha, we have got the insulated wadding up by the half metre
Yeah,
for everybody. How
Yeah.
much will they need?
half metre.
Half metre. Fabulous.
Yeah, how wide is it? It's 44 inches, isn't it?
Let me double check for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
44/45, yes.
Yeah, there you're going to be right. Yeah. There we go. So that's what we are making today. Well done, that Jane. Now then, so we have got our sides and our handles done. Done. Now, the reason, it just about fits onto a half metre heaven. I had to rejig it so many times to try and get it onto a half metre heaven for you.
Mm-hmm.
I had to do maths. I'm not going to lie. I tried doing maths after a gin and went to bed. I started the next morning. I was like, no, and no. Because this is the thing. I've had these instructions written since last week, but I haven't had the fabric. So it was one of those things that I got to start making it today. Just fingers crossed that my maths had been correct without the gin.
Yeah.
So these are, you're going to cut 2 of your side fabric pieces. Well, I mean, they're your main pieces, aren't they, really? Now, because I knew that I wanted to make it out of this fabric and it is directional, please be aware when you sew that bottom seam that you have got it so that they are right sides together with the pattern facing the correct way so that you are sewing on the bottom of each fabric. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Good. Just basically which way you're going to be directional on. God, look, I'm making a right old mess over there. And then you just want to sew . 1/4 of an inch along the bottom. And if you just want to, because your lining is plain, just keep on sewing. But these could be to get all of your cool stuff back from the supermarket. It could be a day by the river, by the sea, picnics, anything like that. We are all about the outdoor life. My son said to me the other day, Mummy, how can we go out so much now? Well, because we live here.
Exactly.
And here is very beautiful, so we need to be out in nature. You went, okay, fair enough. I'm very glad that he was easily placated with my answer. Right, so give this. Have we got Jimmy with us today?
I've not seen Jimmy today.
Or Auntie Lizzie? Bet she's watching puppies again. She does get distracted by Puppy Watch.
Well, Claire Angelina didn't get a notification that we were live, so she's late because she was engrossed in her latest crochet topper.
Oh, crikey.
So she's apologising for her lateness, but that's
Your
their Facebook.
tardiness, it's fine.
I did not tell her.
Press your seams open. Give it a good old press. There we go. There we are. I'm concentrating. I don't know what hot stuff. Just concentrating.
Yeah.
Now then. There we go. So this was a strip of that interfacing. And I'm going to lay my lining fabric along the bottom. And then my interfacing in the middle, my wadding. So this is how it's going to look, okay, because we're going to bind it, we're going to quilt it as it should be, okay, as it should be, Gemma.
Fabulous.
As it should be. Before I pin it, I'm going to draw on my lines. I've done every 2.5 inches. That's it. If you want to do, and you know, if you want to do it the other way, then fine. It just kind of depends on how confident you are, I think, at these things. But yeah, I would just draw on the lines, or if you're happy with the gauge on your foot, walking foot, you know, you can get one of those prongs that sticks out that you use as a measuring gauge.
Yes.
It's right, when you were just very quiet, and I was like,
Yeah,
am I making
I'm answering
any
questions.
sense at all?
No, I'm answering questions in the
Okay.
chat. Ginny had her first pregnancy confirmed 5 weeks before birth.
Oh!
That's that's not much time at all to get used to the idea, is it? Claire Everett's laughing and says, "Why am I not surprised that you're a Western rider?" And Leslie says that yes, it was a very frantic and expensive couple of months from finding out that her daughter was pregnant. Yeah.
The thing is, right, I just, like, there was absolutely no doubt that I was pregnant. Just none.
I was massive. 12 weeks, I was huge.
I put on 6.5 stone
I did
both
5, but I
times.
thought that was good.
Both times. It's just what my body did.
Yeah.
It just went, oh yeah, food, yeah, I'm going to hold on to that.
That's
Thanks.
fine.
I'm going to have all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a bit more. Just keep eating. You'll be fine. And I felt awful for the whole time.
Yes.
I remember my ex-mother-in-law saying to my now ex-husband, why aren't you mucking out Natasha's horses for her to help? He just went, Mother, when she stops mucking out 20 other people's horses, then I might help her. I was like, well, fair enough. You know, when someone's got a point,
Yeah.
and you grudgingly have to give that one to them, and it's like, yeah, okay,
but still.
fair enough. But still, you know,
Help doesn't need to be a conditional thing, does it really? Does it? Does it though?
No. But yeah, it did make me laugh.
It's a fine point, well made.
Yeah, I'll give him that
However,
one.
comma.
However, yeah.
dot,
come
dot,
on.
dot. Oh dear.
It's all good. Yeah, I'm just trying to pin this as thoroughly as I can without boring everybody
It's all right.
with my pinning.
You're actually pinning, though,
antics.
which is, you know, big grown-up behaviour. Well done, you.
I
Big
know,
grown-up
I know.
girl using a pin.
I just don't want a saggy lining. Look, it's not the end of the world
No.
if you get a bit of a saggy lining, let's be honest.
But if it can be avoided,
then it's great. But, you know, I don't think, when you've got fabric as beautiful as this, I don't think anyone's going to stop you and say, excuse me, can I just check your lining? Plus, it's going to be full of all of your favourite snacks.
food, all the food.
So no one's actually going to be looking at your
Or
lining.
shopping.
Huh?
Or your food shopping,
Exactly.
not just snacks.
So Gemma introduced me to the wonderful world of a rice cooker. Where's that been all my life?
Brilliant.
And as much as people take the mick out of us and go, what, you have something that just cooks rice?
Yep.
Yes. And as Gemma very correctly says, well, do you have a toaster? Yes. Well, that just does toast.
Yeah. And I
the
eat more
rice
rice than I do
cooker
toasted things. Thanks.
has changed my life.
Good.
Because I didn't realise you could just put frozen vegetables in to cook in with the rice.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I've got a little tray that sits in the top. You've got a little tray?
Yeah. But I don't bother, I just whack it all in.
Oh, you can just... And I've put peas
And then it's
in,
done.
peas in my rice.
Yeah,
and,
peas in your rice, peas and sweet corn.
And also, you know,
Brilliant.
grate a bit of garlic up.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh.
I've done a coconut rice. I've done all
Just gonna
sorts.
sew along here.
The opportunity's
that's-
there.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know what I'm telling you about my rice cooker. Why am I telling you about my rice cooker? Oh yeah, because it's meant that I now buy copious amounts of frozen vegetables.
Yeah.
And it is, like if I just normally put sweet corn and peas in front of my children, I don't like, but if you put it in rice, for some reason, they forget their vegetables,
Yeah.
which is brilliant.
Yeah.
And also, because half the village seems to turn up on my doorstep at dinner time, it's a very expandable meal.
It really is. You're making a chilli or a curry,
Yeah.
but you can always add some extra, like tinned tomatoes or something in and bulk it out, can't you?
Yeah. And when we came off the river the other night and everyone was cold and hungry, we whacked an egg through it and made it egg fried rice.
Fantastic.
Brilliant. Which is another great way to get protein in my children. Because let's face it, they are growing.
They are growing.
Yeah. But
Very fast.
Freddie has obviously heard me say to everyone about his eating, well, he doesn't grow like that on fresh air. And that's now what he tells everyone. He said, well, I didn't grow like this on fresh air.
Where's my food? Where's my dinner? Oh, bless him.
And that boy is hungry. My goodness.
Yeah.
Emily eats like a little bird.
Yes.
But young Frederick...
Well, unless you put some naan bread in front of her.
Oh, if it's carbohydrates,
Yeah.
clearly she's all over that.
She is Captain Carbs.
Yeah, she does love a bit of that. So guys, we're just going to quilt down all these lines. Bear with, it's going to take me a minute.
That's all right.
I haven't cut the end of my wadding off yet.
Okay.
I will do at some point, but I haven't yet. But it's all happening very nicely, and away we go. But yeah, you do need to pin. Have I elongated my... I haven't elongated my stitch length. Let me do that as well, then we'll get through it a bit quicker. Now there's no reason that you cannot do a smaller version for lunches.
Fabulous.
Captain Small would be very much approving of that.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah. Just trying to remember to take my pins out as I go, rolling it a little bit so that it's all tucking up under nicely. Oh, I've come undone. Hang on. And so nearly there as well.
You see?
I know. I know.
That's all right.
Gemma, have we got everything loaded now?
Yeah.
Are the bolt ends, the half bolt ends, are they loaded?
Yeah.
Are the half metre heavens that aren't for tomorrow but are for today because they're the new Tula, are they all loaded?
Yeah, they are flying out at a rate of knots.
Oh my goodness.
As is the Tula on its own.
Brilliant.
Because you've all got fabulous taste.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, talking of fabulous taste, what have we just had come in?
Oh, something very special that we'll have on next week. Beautiful.
You know when fabric comes in and it's so beautiful that you're not quite sure what to do with it because you want to do everything with it.
Take a moment.
And you are then limited.
Exactly.
It's one of those. It is one of those. Right. I am getting there.
Natasha, we have sold out of a couple of the half metre heavens with the Tula. Are you all right for me to just apportion a smidgy teeny bit more stock across?
Yeah, go on then.
But this will be it, guys.
If that is how everybody wants it.
That is a fabulous discount, so, you know, we'll do a little bit. There we go.
It's one of those things, isn't it? We know we started doing the half metre heavens because it was during lockdown and it was really hard to we knew it was really hard to pick a plane to go with. So when we didn't have a show on a Thursday, we did that for you. And it has stuck ever since, hasn't it? We've always done it. Ever since, we've always done it. So, and we will, you know, endeavour to continue to do that for you. And because we know, this is it, anybody that buys anything, how often, well, I have a size problem when I come to buying online.
Yes, you do. This has been evidenced on many occasions. And it can go either way, actually.
So the other day I surpassed myself by buying just one carrot.
Brilliant, yeah.
That does not a dinner make,
no.
let me tell you, at all. It's just like, why have you just got one?
Oh,
well, clearly it was meant to be a bag.
My friend's husband did this. He bought 6 carrots, except 6 bags arrived. We all had some. I made cake, soup, all sorts.
I didn't check the size of the cat tree before I bought it, and it takes up half of Freddie's bedroom. It's a good job he loves that cat, isn't it? Because
it really is.
You know, otherwise it's a little excessive. Although, do you know what? I have to say, the cats do love it, and they do actually use it. So I feel slightly less bad about it.
Vindicated is what you feel.
Yeah, because if I'd have bought it and they hadn't used it, I really would have hated them. I've been like, come on, you ungrateful cats. Firstly, secondly, I had to make it. Do you not know how much time that took in my life? Because invariably there's a step that I put round the wrong way and then I have to undo everything again to get there.
Yeah, that's
and whether you've got a power tool or not, it's still not fun.
No.
Don't care what anybody says, it's still not fun. I'm just rolling this so that I can get it under my machine happily. What else did I buy that was either big or small? It's just the same as it's generally my groceries.
Yeah, no, there have been things that have arrived and I've gone, did you mean to get this size? And I have to look at you really carefully because sometimes you're like, well, yes, I thought that would be interesting. Did you though?
Clearly did now.
This looks exactly like the other ones we had, but very small.
Yeah, but
extraordinarily large.
Small but far away. You do the opposite, don't you? You see, rather than you forget that you've got a shop, you book a slot and then forget to actually do the shopping. Yeah,
that's my.
What do you buy instead?
So, I've stopped doing this now because it's got a bit ridiculous. But I have a horrible habit of booking a slot with, supermarket, chucking in some random items to secure the slot, and then forgetting to go back on and put the actual items in that I want.
You are not alone. Hannah from Lewis and Irene She also does this, but she always puts in very expensive champagne just to hold it. So the number of times she's had like a nice little bottle of 6 Veuve Clicquot arrive, and she's gone,
slightly lower budget, Tash.
Yeah.
Slightly lower budget. The last time it was 6 bottles of Prosecco and a bottle of Lenore. She's like the middle-aged woman's survival guide to life, I feel. There'd been some Febreze in there. I'd have been like, great, brilliant, perfect, I'm done.
Yeah.
That's all good.
Useful. Do you know what would have been useful? Do you reckon we can get away with a light pink binding because Jane's still got my dark pink?
Or we get someone to bring the dark pink in.
Oh, I mean, that would
or
also
a
be great.
different one. We have many bindings.
We do, don't we?
We do. What would you like?
You're going to need quite a bit of binding. I'd say quite a bit. You've got to go down, along and up, across.
But it'll all
I
be
did
in
work
the
it out.
instructions for you.
I've got it
just
written
forgotten
down
off the top of
somewhere.
her head because
While we wait for someone to hear our cry of please could you bring us some binding.
Hand over mic. Sarooj! She hears a certain pitch, you know.
Does she?
Yeah. I had to find out. The husband does.
Dogs, all sorts.
Yeah.
Right, instead what we're going to do is
Where are
hook and loop tape. Sticky backed, Gemma. Has changed my life. On it goes. If you want to leave a little gap between the top, then you can, because your binding is going to go over that. I didn't on mine, and it's absolutely fine. You still get enough, as you can see, to Velcro it shut. So you're going to put one end, and then one the other. And if you're a little bit wobbly here, this is where it just... Oh,
I love a bit of Velcro.
evens itself up. And just stick it on. And we are all good.
If you're looking at what Natasha's doing now and you're thinking, oh no, I didn't add the waist shaper in, or I didn't add in the Velcro, or I didn't add in whatever.
And I'm just going to stitch down the bottom edge of it until my binding arrives.
Perfect. Don't forget, you can add items on by just placing another order, popping in the notes section to ask us to combine with your previous one. And if your combined parcel means that over across the 2 transactions of postage it's posted, we will refund you the difference on your postage. So long as it's the same day. It needs to be.
And that's the thing, because at midnight our orders get exported, ready to go and be packed.
They do.
So you have until midnight to do that.
Yes.
Oh, hi. Oh, wow, Wiz, thanks. Izzy has brought us
all the binding.
All the binding in all the world.
This is fabulous. You can bring us all the binding in all the world. You can just pop it on the corner, just there, or on the floor next to Natasha. The sideways crab walk is strong in you here. Well done.
I love a good sideways crab walk. Thank you, love.
Thank you. Yes, I know. Oh, she might come out to you. There we go. Young Mabel, who's curled up round my feet, has just seen Izzy and thought, oh, there's a human that might take me out.
So I was at Crate Craft this weekend, so Mabel did not come with me for the first time ever. Mabel didn't come with me. And, Gemma.
This is why I said the box might be your friend.
Well, I don't know, so I'm confused now. Because suddenly that looks really green, and it didn't look really green a minute ago. It looked quite pink.
Isn't it funny how...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm now confused. But you see, your daughter would love that.
Yes.
But I'm not a green person, so...
No.
What else have I got in here? I've got some blue. I've got pink, always a winner. And then I've got pale pink. And then I've also got purple in there. That would go with the giraffe, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got the grey. Got a little squiz of red, but I don't think that bit's loaded because that's just... Oh, hang on. And I've got a bit of bottle green. Look at that with it. Ooh.
I think what we've got on these, Natasha, is the full rolls loaded. So we have think we've got the fuchsia pink.
They're 50-metre rolls.
Yes, the fuchsia pink, the emerald, and the candy pink is what we have loaded for purchase.
That or that, basically. And they all go.
Yeah.
And the others we put into kits. So that's your choice. I'm going to go with the pale pink because I quite like the contrast of it. So now that I've made my choice and decided yes, I'm going to God, that's along there.
Natasha, if someone wants to make their own binding though, we do have the bias tape makers.
We do have the bias tape makers, and they are super easy, and we have demoed those a lot. And they are really good. I'm just looking to see if I have got anywhere, if I've got mine here or not. No, I have not. I also do not have very many quilters clips either, which is a shame. But I've got enough. But yeah, so your hook and loop tape, I like it to be the one that is not self-fastening, that is sticky, and then you can it just saves trying to pin through it, because that's an absolute faff and you don't want to have to do that in your life. So I'm just going to then sew down that. I'm going to sew down the top of both of my side pieces and across the top of my bag. That's what we're going to do.
Marvellous.
Yeah.
Natasha Silverwalls puts garlic and stock in her rice. I do love to put like chicken stock in my rice instead of water. That's always a good one.
Hang on, what does that do to it?
It just gives it flavour. Delicious.
Yeah, but you know what's going to happen though, don't you? I'll give flavour to my rice and they can be like, I don't know.
Well, exactly. So I, reserve that one.
They've got, for like adults.
Yeah, absolutely. It does seem like Facebook's been trying to keep everyone away from us. Lovely Karen arrived.
Hi, Karen.
Hughes.
Oh, what dress? What dress? Come on,
Yesterday
come on, Karen.
was dress day, wasn't it? Wednesday today.
No, I know. But which of the Tula?
Oh yes.
Is she going to make a dress from?
I feel.
I'm not going to lie.
When
we loaded half of these bolts to be cut to order, I did think of Karen. That was who I had in mind for dressmaking purposes.
You need a lion one. I feel that beautiful. The one we've paired with the salmon.
Oh yeah.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah, she says she thinks Facebook's trying to keep us apart. How rude.
Really rude.
Very true.
Very, very rude.
Michelle's tuned in late. She says,
Hi,
sorry she's
Michelle.
late. I tuned in to see gorgeous fabric and hear you talking about food again. I mean, nothing changes, does it?
We are nothing if not consistent.
Correct. Consistent is our middle name.
Consistently eating.
Oh, Pam says, I'm like that with online shopping, Natasha. 1 carat, not 1 kilo. They must have loved putting the price sticker on that bad boy.
Yeah, I know, right? And you do feel a bit of an idiot, but I doubt I'll be the first one. So I did traipse to Tesco's the other day. I'm not going to lie, it was not my favourite 2 hours spent. Half an hour in the rain getting there, half an hour in the rain getting back. So yeah, and then I went, I'll take that 1 carat, thanks.
Oh,
It means I don't have to do that.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Although it's not as big a fail as Sue from Lou, who ordered a lemon, and they sent lemon cleaner instead of her fresh lemons. Yeah. You know when they do that whole substitution thing?
Wow.
Yeah, they sent lemon cleaner instead of fresh lemons.
Amazing.
Which Pam rightly says is not quite the same in your G&T.
No. Oh, no. They clearly were not thinking about your G&T based needs.
Sue did say that her husband makes the strongest Long Island iced tea, so you'd probably not notice.
There we go. Long Island. I cannot remember the last time I had a Long Island iced tea. It is basically liquor, isn't it?
Yeah, everyone's
Brilliant.
saying, oh, I love one of those. Do you know, I don't think I've ever had one. Isn't that there? Or is this something I need to discover for myself now?
I don't think I have. I remember drinking a lot of them in a club in Covent Garden.
Okay, there we go.
I say I remember.
Vodka, tequila, light rum, triple sec, gin, and a splash of cola.
Splashing. Don't want to go too crazy with the old cola.
Me.
Yeah.
That sounds like
it's quite a concoction.
That sounds like a one only situation.
So hence why I can't remember all of that evening.
No.
Back in the mind you, it was like over 20 years ago, so that
Right.
also might have something to do with it.
The sound, I can understand now why you wouldn't notice that someone put lemon cleaner in it instead of anything else. Can I just point out, we must not consume cleaning products. It's very dangerous.
No.
Let's not do that, everybody. Oh dear.
So yeah, we're sewing across the top. Now at this point, if you don't have to hand it to Jane to finish off, you can add your handles on now. And here they are. So what I would say to do is, if you want to, just turn under by like half an inch, quarter of an inch, whatever you fancy. And I would line it up. I'm going to take it 2 inches in from the side and then pin it.
Natasha Leslie on YouTube says,
Hi,
I
Leslie.
love capital letters, this cool bag.
Oh,
Yeah. I
thanks.
think she likes it.
I say yes.
Yeah.
You're pinning through a few layers here, chaps, so do...
Chaps and chapesses.
Chapesses, yes. So all I would say is have your sacrificial pin at the ready in case you bend it. And I'm just pinning it into do. So it's going to sit in line there, and I've just gone 2 inches in. Oh, it's looking fabulous.
Marvellous.
Just fabulous.
I think I need to turnip one of these.
Huh?
I think I need a turnip one.
A turnip
I
one.
think the turnip one is
Oh,
the way.
yes. Yes.
It's going to look brilliant.
So turn your end under, and you can measure this accurately. And I'm just putting it on that bottom stitch line. Now it might be maybe you just want to clip that there. Do. There we go. And clip. And then just sew it in a little square. If you are a bag overfiller, why not do a diagonal bit on that as well? Is always a good one. And then across. Whee! And round. And then we are nearly there with it.
Well, this is very exciting.
I'm just going to go diagonally across once.
Are you going to stop off at Gloucester Services on the way home and fill this up with food?
Yeah. It's so I have 2 village shops now. I do a big shop with my frozen's and that gets delivered. Unless, you know, I really fancy that 1 carrot. And then I go, yeah, I do. I stop off there and I use that as like my butcher's. It's good. I like it. Only I told you what happened the other day though, didn't I, Gemma?
No.
Oh,
I
I'd
don't
say it
think
was the other
so.
day. It was a little while ago now.
Maybe you did.
I didn't have my glasses on.
No.
And I saw what I thought was a reduced chicken. I thought that's fine because I'll cook it tomorrow. Wasn't it? It was a blinking duck.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, no, you did tell me about this.
Yeah. So it's me and the kids been all posh having a duck dinner. Like, oh, look at us.
Should pop your specs on, I feel.
I know. And Emily was not, she just, what, a real duck? And I had to be honest with her, because my mum, when she was little, her mum always used to tell her that the animals in butchers were different animals.
Oh.
My mum's been vegetarian.
Not fair, is it?
For years.
Yeah.
Possibly because of this.
Yeah.
Who knows? We've got handles. Hooray!
Amazing.
All stitched on. There we go. And then we'll just stitch the other ones on. And we are good.
Oh, I see Claire's got it all sorted. She says, turnip one for shopping, Tula one for the caravan.
Yes.
Claire, yes.
And that's the thing, isn't it? I do go and get my frozens sometimes, and but then so I'd use it then, but definitely for picnics. That's where this is going to be the winner for me.
Yes. Lovely Sue. Sue has the best
Sue
stories.
from Lou?
Yeah. She says, oh Gemma, I started on them, the Long Island iced teas, at a street party. I was on my third or fourth before I realised how strong they were, and I couldn't get off the deck chair.
That's all right. That's all right. I remember Gemma at my 40th birthday party.
There's still a picture floating around.
You were so drunk.
I'd been drinking with Sarah Payne, thank you very much.
Oh yeah, I mean, you can blame whoever you want.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it was very funny.
I will
That's
as well.
what parties are for. Come on.
I wasn't to know that said seemingly unassuming looking footstool was a rocking stool. When I sat in it, I would go straight backward.
Oh, that footstool. Oh yeah, that went with my nursing chair.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
all
did.
the seating had been brought out from the house and put on the lawn.
I brought chairs with me, but I decided to be nice, let everyone else have their chairs. Went to sit on the little rocking stool, and backwards I went. All you could see was a little pair of feet in the air. Oh
Beautiful
no.
thing. Right, we have now all handles are on.
All the stories are coming out on a Long Island iced tea. I feel everyone's got one. If you've drunk one,
What, a
you've got
Long Island
story.
iced tea? Yeah, you have.
Story,
Yeah, you basically have.
Pat Williams on YouTube says, I had my first Long Island iced tea on a holiday in Rome with friends as a pre-night out aperitif. I had to go to bed at 6 p.m. and they all went out partying.
That's what it does. That's what it does. Right, I'm finding the middle and I'm putting the middle on my middle seam
bless her.
there.
I do love everyone shares.
Well,
Great.
do you know what? It just makes me feel like I'm not alone
No.
in my ridiculousness.
We're all the same here.
I mean, to be fair, sometimes I do surpass myself and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, wow, Tash.
No, sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes
Gemma
I'm like,
despairs.
wow, even by your standards, that's a good one.
Yeah. What I tend to do actually on this is I just sew that in place and then you can do the sides. It just makes life easier. And then we bind it and then it's done. That's it. That's
Excellent.
that will be it done. So find your centre bit. You can measure this meticulously if you wish. Oh no.
My lovely stepdaughter just sent me a message.
What did she say?
Can I come to yours for the coronation? Seems more fun. Maybe she's been watching and has heard us about the Long Island iced teas.
Oh.
She knows she'll get a cream tea if she comes to mine. She also knows she's going to have to wear all the Union flag stuff. And watch all
Yeah,
the
I know
footage.
she wasn't too sure about that, was she?
Yeah, she'll have to do it all. The whole shebang. She's clearly decided she's coming. So
That says a lot about your cream tea, Jim.
it's the food. It's always the food that brings her in. Always. I remember when she was
Brains
really
are in.
little. She said, "Can I be with you on a specific day, with Easter or whatever it was?" And I said, "Well, it's up to you, darling. Have a conversation with your mum." And I said, "Well, that's okay. If you want to come, of course you're always welcome." And she said, "Yeah, I just always think you do the best food."
Great.
Like,
Thanks.
brilliant. That's some brutal
Thanks,
honesty
love.
for you.
Yeah.
Out of the mouth of babes.
Yeah, all of that. Now, on this one, I'm going to turn it, twist it as I'm there. And then sew. Didn't sew right to the end, did I? That's going to really help. and then whoop, realign, and it is just worth there we go. Off, getting it under there. There we are.
Excellent.
Pinning it would always be really good.
I know, and at home you will pin your mates. It's just here.
Pin, pin, pin,
With
pin,
the
pin, pin,
time
pin,
that
pin,
we
pin.
have as well. Natasha likes to crack on and show you as much as she possibly can. And also, you do have this awful habit of drawing blood on telly, and it's just not a good thing.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Yeah, it's true.
I used to go to my local quilt shop for my classes, and what would they do? The minute they saw me arrive, they'd get the plasters out and put them on the side, and they'd go, they're there, Jo. Just, you know.
Just for
Just for
you.
later. Just for later. This is
And if
why
you
I
have
spray
anything
lace.
like that, just trim it back. That's my end of my binding. So that's one side
Oh my gosh, look at this.
on, and you can't
Ooh.
see, can you? You still can't see because it's there. You go. That's one side on, and you see then all we do is fold over the end of the binding and bind around your four corners.
Brilliant.
So that's all you're going to do. You're going to repeat that on the other side, and that's it.
You are a clever old stick, you know.
Well, we give it a go.
Yeah.
We give it a go. Let me just pin that there. So when you start to do that, fold your binding over and then just fold over the top end there. Just make sure that all of that is flush, and then it can just cover over that. Oh, where are all my clips?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Has the hippo got some? Do you want me to see if... Oh, I was going to say, do you want me to see if I can get him down? That's an
No.
out of my height reach situation, isn't it?
Yeah.
You arrived at my house last night with a takeaway, didn't you?
Did.
You walked into the kitchen and the first thing I said to you was, "Here, can you put those glasses in that top cupboard? Because I can't eat."
I know my
We
place.
have friends for a reason, a season or a lifetime. You are both lifetime and reason. You can reach up there, do all those things for me. It's grand.
I know my place.
It's all right.
Just
Just blessed
gonna-
with those long legs, then, you know, you need to share that gift. I have no guilt.
I've just got a little bit, I've just gone over a little bit, so I'm just sewing. And then now take your time with this. Do not rush it like I am about to. But down we go. Now, we are almost at that corner where you're going to get your hand in. Do you know what? Let's be really honest about this. If you are worried about the corner, just cut it, cut the thread, realign it along, clip it in place, because you're going to mitre that corner. So just go steady round that edge,
Yeah.
mitre that edge, and then go. Or, if it terrifies you, just sew straight all the way off, and then sew down the other straight side, and then just sew across the bottom in another piece. It doesn't have to be all in one.
Whatever works, isn't it?
Shall I show you that? Because that might just stop people from worrying. So just sew down and off that first bit. Yeah, you might be like a super duper quilter, but if this is your first go with such bobbins, then you might want to just bind down one end bind down this side and then just stitch across the bottom. And there's no shame in that. You know, don't, if binding would be something that makes you feel nervous, make it easy. Because let's face it, no one's going to be checking out your mitered edges and this, that and the other when they've got a hungry belly. Nobody cares. They do not, Gemma, do they?
They don't.
No. And if they do, just tell them that they're not having whatever's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Sauce babes, no food for you.
No. Want to be critical? Don't think so. But again, I think that is also the joy of working with a fabulous fabric. Is that it does take the eye away from any potential wobbly bits. So as you get to the bottom, just sort of sew off at an angle. Now, if you've sewn off at an angle, then it might be that you are then happy to go in and across. That's fine. You can do that. So there you go. You've seen both ways now. And then just fold that end under.
Yeah.
Put it on there. If. Just going to trim that back.
Nice. Yeah, Cynthia's had a bit of inspiration watching you make this, Tash.
Oh.
She said, I've had an idea, don't put the sides on and use the handled part to carry kindling.
Oh, fab. I would odor coat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Odor coat is your friend.
Yeah. Yep, for sure. So you can either go round, and this is, so because I've just mitered of that corner. But you don't have to. If you want to just sew it straight down, then you can. But that is that end on. And I've done it so that it will then fold in like so. There you go. And you just repeat that on the other side. You don't need to see me do that again. There you go. And that, if you can imagine it, will be that. Bye-bye.
Gorgeous.
It's all right, isn't it?
I love it. It's fab.
Yeah.
Such a practical make.
We like a practical make. We do like a practical make here.
We do.
Okay, turn those handles around so they sit nicely in there. And away we go.
Brilliant.
There we are. That's it.
You can pop your beverages in there as well as your food. That's another option.
Yeah.
You know, all your Long Island iced tea ingredients can go in there.
Crikey, that's quite a lot. I'd get ready-made ones of those. Yeah, so, like I say, sew that on. And you are good
Fabulous.
To go.
Oh, it's going to look brilliant.
I'll do that later.
She will.
And then I'll have that done.
After the show.
I've got two.
And then go and fill it up with goodies. Sue Langford says, I was the drunk mum on the bouncy castle I'd hired for my daughter's birthday. That was a party and a half.
That never ends well, does
It's
it?
the party,
Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's the party that everyone and no one who was there remembers.
Brilliant.
I threw myself down the death drop slide at Bungo's Barn back in the day. And
Bungo's Barn.
All the nursery mums knew me as that one.
That one.
When I threw herself down the death drop slide.
Yeah, I was the mum that got stuck in the soft play. It was the day that my lovely friend George went in to have her twins. No, she'd had twins. She went in to have her third.
Gotcha.
Some people don't learn.
No, some people do not learn.
And so I said, I'll take the boys whilst you're, having the sunroof open. I'll take the boys to the play area with Freddie.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 kids under 3.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
She was about to find out, wasn't she?
Yeah, right. I remember one of the boys getting his foot stuck. You know, they have the nets that they crawl across. And he got his foot stuck in it. And it was just that moment where you go, I'm not going to rush, because there is a moment where I actually know where one of them is.
Yeah.
and I had to go and try and retrieve him. Now, I'm not built for these tiny kids jungle gym things.
No.
That's not my proportions. So yeah, it was an experience. I think I've been back since.
So much fun.
So much fun.
Right,
Right, everybody.
fun.
That is. Oh, don't start. I see what you're doing, luring me in. Guys, do. May-
Oh dear. Claire Everett's saying if you OD-coated the fabric inside, would it make it wipeable?
Yep.
That is what is it for.
Yep, absolutely.
And Debbie says it looks fantastic.
Well, we just have to imagine the handles on this one. Give you an idea there.
Also, we have another question, which is, first experiment with OD-coat. What do you put underneath your fabric when you apply?
Oh, I just flip my cutting mat. So this cutting mat is plain on the other side.
Yes.
So I just flip that and do that. But you can wash it. You can wipe it off if you're quick.
I do it on my kitchen worktop, but then I've got a plastic sheet that I put down for messy jobs anyway.
The other thing that you can use actually, which is really, really, really good, you know our sewable plastic? Do you remember when we had the warehouse at home, we had my conservatory had like this hexagon of carpet that we didn't want to get dirty. So we taped down this see-through plastic over the top of it. We were there for a good year or so, weren't we, with the warehouse there? Yeah. And we walked over that and that did not give at all. So if you want to have something that is, is wipe clean and what have you, just get a half metre of that sewable plastic, use a bit of it and then use some of it as a wipeable surface.
Absolutely perfect.
Yes. There we go, everybody. Brilliant. Right, that is today's show. Next Monday, we have got a sample sale show, which we're about to record now.
We are.
So we've been doing these shows 3 a week now for years. We have so much space taken up with samples. And you think each week we have 3 new samples at least, often more. So there'll be some part-made samples in there, full samples, ones that need the turning through gap sewn up. There's all sorts in there. But do take a look. They are one-offs.
Yes.
They have been used on shows.
Yes. Made with love.
So made with love and used. So, do take a look if there's anything there that takes your fancy. Often it's in fabrics that we can't get anymore.
Yes.
At all. So grab a good look at that. What else? And
Jane
then
is in on
Tuesday. Jane is on.
Yeah.
And then Wednesday, it's me.
Jane's doing the calendar quilt.
She is.
She's
it's
doing
calendar
a
quilt day.
super duper cute block on Tuesday.
Yes.
It's,
Yes.
the July block, because we're 2 months
We're always
ahead.
2 months ahead, so you've got time to get it and make it,
And
and then be in time for the month.
Adorable picnic table with a little strawberry.
And with the bunting and everything. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Yep,
so
yep.
that is what is on next Tuesday. So sale show Monday. Jane with her bunting and picnic blanket for July for Tuesday.
Yes.
And then Wednesday, I don't know the fabric is and I can't quite decide.
She's got 3 or 4 ideas of what you're doing with it, haven't you?
I know.
Just running that around. Claire says, excellent makes. Thanks for another fantastic make.
Absolute pleasure.
Such fun. Thank you, ladies, says Sue. Sorry, Tash.
Go away.
Such
Go
fun.
away.
Such
We're
fun.
going.
She's off
Bye.
to gallop. Bye.
Gallop.